It's your boy Mel from Co-op Kennel. And today we're gonna do a black and gold puppy food review. Let's get into it. So on the front it says complete and balanced, essential oils blended, omega-6 and 3. And on the side it says DHA fish oil for brain and vision development. So that's the additive that it has in it. It has probiotics and oatmeal for sensitive stomachs. And then it says fruits and vegetables, no corn, wheat, or soy. So this DHA, it's a acid. You know, it's in the building blocks of for tissues and muscles and organs in the body. So you need this, this amino acid or whatever to help build the dog up. So feeding the dog this will help its vision and his muscles and his brain and all that kind of stuff. It makes a smarter dog. Probiotics, these are like microbes, or let's just say little things that go inside the dog's stomach to break down plant materials, break down other materials. Basically, it starts the digestion. You know, whatever your acids can't digest, this will finish the job and break things down and help the puppy have a healthy gut. Fruits and vegetables. People don't know dogs eat fruits and dogs eat vegetables. And the thing about corn and wheat and soy, some dogs, there's corn and wheat and soy is genetically modified, most of them. So, what that means is basically they're really hard to break down, and they cause a lot of overactive dogs. Maybe they cause some skin issues. I'm not 100% sure. Some dogs get skin issues from it, but basically, more than anything, it's just hard to break down because of basically the genetic modifying that they do. Let's get into the back of this food. So, at the top, you'll see we have protein of 30%, which is high. Fat, which is high, 20%. The dicosis hexanidic acid, that's the DHA. I think that's whatever it is, I don't know. You got calcium, phosphorus, zinc, vitamin E, omega-6, and glucosamine. And shadarinate sulfate, that actually goes with the glucosamine. Together, they help build cartilage for your joints. So off the bat, you can see that this dog food actually contains ingredients to help with the joint development of dogs. Dogs have a lot of joint issues, a lot of hip issues, and I believe that, it all stems from these chemicals right here, or these building blocks right here that are missing. Now, if you watch my other video, I've been giving the dog supplements, glucosamine supplements, and there's other things that are in these glucosamine supplements. But one thing I can say is that I've been giving them to them, and now they're just running everywhere. I had a Presa Canary that wasn't really too mobile. Now she's running around like a football player. It's the best she can do is run around like a linebacker, but she's running and jumping all over the Cane Corso. Normally she would take a lot of breaks and just be sitting around a lot. But after I started giving her this glucosamine, she runs everywhere. Runs all day when we're outside. So let's get into this ingredients. Chicken meal, source of glucosamine, and the other word, shadarinate sulfate. These ingredients right here help build the dog's joints. Joints help build stronger muscles. Stronger muscles build a healthier dog, better attitude. A lot of times if you have a dog with bad joints, they're cranky, irritable because their joints are hurting, so they're snappy. They may bite a human or other people. A human or another dog, just because their joints, they're in pain, they're in agony. Also, you see here we have brown rice, and then we have brewer's rice. People don't understand dogs need grains. If your dog doesn't have a grain, your dog will have heart disease at a young age. So feeding dogs grains prevents heart disease. So your dog will live longer on grains. If you take grains away from your dog, he's not gonna live that long. And you have brewer's rice. Brewer's rice is the millings from the short end pieces of the rice that fall through the machine when they're making rice. Brewer's rice tends to contain iron, vitamin E, zinc, and other vitamins, potassium, calcium, things of that nature. So actually, brewer's rice is the part of the rice that actually has the vitamins and nutrients. And another thing about rice is easily broken down by dogs. So it breaks down very easily and quickly, and it doesn't cause the dog to have basically, issues with like bloat, where the dog's stomach expands really rapidly because of, it's a certain kind of grain that's in there, or the dog doesn't get upset because the carbohydrates are not breaking down properly, and it also is a slow release, releases the energy of a carbohydrate down slowly instead of really fastly or sporadically like corn, wheat, or soy possibly. So it gives your dog a better demeanor, and like your dog won't be all crazy running around stupid, anxiety, chewing things up, things of that nature. So next we have we got chicken fat, and then they preserved it with this mixed trichofirulos and citrus acid. Basically, these are what you would call preservatives. Vitamin C is a preservative, and trichofirulo whatever is a preservative. It is actually vitamin E. So whenever you see a dog food that uses a natural preservative like vitamin C and vitamin E, basically you're getting two bangs for the price of $1. Basically what you're getting is a vitamin E, which is good for the dog's muscles and other things. I'm not 100% sure what vitamin E does. I'm not going to get into that. You get vitamin C, which is very good for dogs. So, and then you're not getting any chemicals for preservatives. So once I see that, I'm thinking, wow, this dog food is very good because the preservatives that they're using are actually just vitamins. And same thing go for human food. You know what I'm saying? If you get a human food and you see it's being preserved with vitamin E, that's a very good thing. Dried brewer's yeast. I'm not really into the brewer's yeast, but I can't say that it's completely bad because bread is supposed to be a part of a dog's diet. So some yeast is acceptable. I guess they say they use this stuff to spray on the food to make the food more digestible, but it also could be some probiotics type thing. This dried yeast to come and break stuff down in the dog's stomach. So I'm not really opposed to yeast, but that is a controversial thing. Some people say no, but dogs definitely can eat bread, and they're supposed to eat bread. So I gotta say that this yeast is good. Okay, dried plain beet pulp. Okay, this substance is basically what they use. 90 or 80% of the sugar that you use come from beets. After they squeeze the beets, this is what's left over. This is basically just a plant material. If anything, it just adds as a filler, and it's low sugar content. It has a little small bit of sugar, but it actually is just more of a fiber, and you need the fiber to go in there and kind of feed the good bacteria that live in the stomach. So the good bacteria can eat this beet pulp and live in a stomach. So it's like a good vegetable for the dogs. Okay. Also, we have I'm assuming dried egg product. I like dried egg product because it's basically eggs. Eggs are good for dogs. They provide calcium. that I think that the calcium that they provide can also be broken down rapidly and absorbed into the muscles, into the bloodstream easily. So I like dried egg product because sometimes eggs crack. You know, sometimes whatever may happen with the eggs, the shape, who knows, they can't use the egg. So dried egg product is fine with me. And eggs are good for the shiny coat. Then you have salmon oil, which is the omega-6 DHA or whatever. Salmon oil is very good. It's good for the dog's bones. It's good for the dog's skin. It's just very good for the dog. Oh, also I forgot, we have oatmeal. Oatmeal is very good for the dog because it's a good fiber. And it also provides this thing called sativa or something like that. I think it's called sativa, which is good for skin. It provides oils for the skin. So supposedly this dog food is going to really help the dog, you know, that have itchy skin. So you're getting a lot of stuff with this dog food. And when I first looked at it, I felt like I found a few things wrong. But now on second guess, I'm looking at it like, wow. You got the dicalcium phosphate. I believe that's calcium. You have flaxseed. Flaxseed is another thing that provides omega-3s and 6s. I'm not going to get into what they do. You can just Google that. You got the fish meal. Fish meal is good. Source of omegas. And it's, you know, it's just a good source of meat for the dog, a good source of protein. And you got dried sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are very good. They're very packed with vitamin A and lots of other minerals. So these dried sweet potatoes are great for dogs. You know, they have like a low sugar release. Like I said before, dogs need sugars and vegetables or whatever. So this is kind of like a carbohydrate in a way. Yeah, it is a carbohydrate actually. And it's a very healthy carbohydrate because it has fiber, it has low sugar, and it's packed with vitamins. Then you have salt, potassium chloride, and then it has pea protein, which I guess they use to raise the protein level of the food. I'm not against pea protein. I'm not too familiar with it. I'm not a really expert on it, but I can live with pea protein because it's a plant-based protein. I take it sometimes when I'm working out. Basically, it's a short chain protein, and I think the dogs need long chains from the meat. But you know, the long chains, I guess the animals are actually what you call it. The animals are actually genetically modified as well. So the protein in animals is getting dogs sick and giving them all kind of issues. So this pea protein is probably the equivalent of what animal protein used to be 100 years ago. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know, but I'm just guessing. So I'm not against pea protein or plant-based proteins. I don't see how there could be a problem with that. The meats that we eat are probably just, you know, jam-packed with new proteins that our body's never seen, and also, you know, hormones to go along with those proteins. And so, you know, I'm not against pea protein at all. And then you go down here and you have a whole list of array of vitamins and supplements. The zinc oxide is wonderful. You got iron, wonderful. Sulfur, sulfate, which I believe if the other sulfate was good for the joints, I believe that would be great. Copper, this is great. Magnesium sulfate. All of these, beta carotene, these are things that are good for hearing and sight. Really for sight, the beta carotene is like, it makes the flamingos pink. It gives the carrots its color. And I believe 100% that this is why I have good vision till this day. I'm 40 years old and I still have 20 plus vision. You got dried spinach, dried cranberries, dried blueberries. So I'm not sure. They say that all the other dog food reviewers say that when you see these ingredients, they don't mean anything, but I doubt this. I look at this food and I see so many good things about it, that I doubt they put those in there just for show. And one thing I want to say is, basically with this food, you're getting a glucosamine pill and you're getting a Bullimax pill for free. And then also you're getting oatmeal sativa for the skin. And then you're also getting fish oil. And you got, so basically you're getting a Bullimax pill, you're getting a fish oil, and you're also getting, like I said, glucosamine pills for the joints and hips and things like that. So, I mean, with this food, it allows you to just feed the dog and not have to worry about adding fish oil or adding a Bullimax pill or adding vegetables and minerals. So on face value, I'm looking at this. This is just a wonderful food. This is very chock block good food. It's 300 and I call this calories, but I could be wrong. How do they call it? 378 calories a cup. Really high calories. So what that means is it's a dense carbohydrate food. And the carbohydrates, as you can see, are coming from sweet potatoes and rice. So, the dog is going to get a very good energy boost that has vitamins. So, yeah, because sometimes, the really, really healthy food has lower calories, but then you have dogs like mine. I work my dogs. So, I work my dogs. And with that being said, they need a lot of calories. They work. They nurse. So they're going to need calories. This food, I give this food an A+++. If you're in Maryland and you want some of this food, let me know. I can point you in the direction, or I might be able to get you some. However you want to do it. So on face value, I give this dog an A+++. It's your boy Mel. I'm out.